USC will start the game on offense. Zachariah Branch will let it fly from Dragan Kesic. And here comes USC's offense. Woody Marks, the running back, is lined up at the top of the screen. It's a Minnesota defense that loves to blitz, but they only bring 3. And Moss throws to Jacoby Lane, complete for 5 yards. Lane coming off a career day.
This is a different beast, but they are excited for the challenge. Justin Wally playing at the top of the screen at corner.
That's big news for Minnesota. He's missed the last couple of games with injury. Here's the screen to Marks, and he gets tackled by Cody Lindenberg. Miller Moss has been really good on 3rd down this season. On the move, and he completes it for a 1st down to Jacoby Lane. Made it look easy. Makai Lemon, who was injured against Michigan a couple of weeks ago, is checked into the game for USC. And Woody Marks is able to sprint forward out to the 44-yard line. A pickup of 6. Kerry Brown coming up to make the tackle.
They're trying to spread them out with their tight ends, trying to find some creases for Woody Marks.
Marks remains in the game at running back. And a quick throw out to Kyron Hudson, his first catch today. And he's able to get up near midfield, near a 1st down. Ethan Robinson was all over him, and that will move the chains.
And they want to put their hands on receivers. They want to disrupt the timing of Miller Moss. Don't be shocked as the game progresses, guy. We can start seeing some more press coverage.
117 yards. That's the most yards Minnesota's allowed in a game this year. Moss on the move again to his right. Kyle Ford's first catch.
He does a nice job of anticipating that pressure, getting outside the pocket.
You see it on the screen there in the lower left-hand corner. He's 5 for 5 to start this game. Quentin Joyner into the game, and he'll get the carry in relief of Marks, and he patiently runs for a 1st down.
They have not played great in the first month of the season. They know that, but Lincoln Riley just continues to pour in and say, look, it will click with these inexperienced tackles. You got to give them experience to see the growth.
It's got to help that they're committed to the run, doesn't it? High snap. And Joyner is able to take the athletic play from Moss. 9th play of this opening script for USC. Quick throw. There is Zachariah Branch, and Robinson is able to drop him for a loss.
Look, they're going to double him here again in the slot. They know that Miller Moss wants to find this explosive sophomore receiver.
So 3rd and 5. It's loud in here, Yogi. Play clock is low. Moss steps up, and Branch has it hit him in the back shoulder. Incomplete. 47 yards for the former Minnesota kicker, Michael Lance. Swirling winds, and he misses it right. A defensive stand for PJ Fleck's Gophers. So after the missed field goal, Minnesota's first offensive possession. Max Brosmer with Darius Taylor, who had a big game last week against Michigan, the back, and he gets the first catch of the game.
They want to put USC in a variety of different types of decisions. Say, what is this front? What is this defense? What is this coverage versus our personnel grouping?
Here's Darius Taylor. Patient to that hole, and then cuts it back. And Taylor's out near midfield and delivers a blow to Akili Arnold and a pickup of 16. Boy, do they love Darius Taylor around here, the sophomore from Detroit. Right back to him, and that was going nowhere. Brosmer tried to put out an arm, who just had a tackle for loss. So 2 yards going backwards for Minnesota. It's now 2nd and 12. Marcus Major is now the running back in the game. With a couple of tight ends. Major running behind both of them. Mason Cobb blew it up initially, and Major's able to get 5 yards out of it when it's all said and done.
What does Danton Lynn dial up against Max Brosmer?
Three wide receivers and a tight end in the game for Minnesota. pulled it down. Now on the move, lofts it. Jump ball, and he overshoots Daniel Jackson, who had the highlight reel catch. Or pardon me, that's Elijah Spencer, and now it's 4th down.
Made a bad situation, not nearly as bad as it could have been.
With wind gusts nearing 30 miles an hour, punt receptions are going to be a big part of this game. The nearly 31-year-old Mark Crawford puts it up, and Zachariah Branch redirects everybody, and that gets out of bounds. USC's first possession ended with a missed field goal. Second possession starts at the 10-yard line. Out of the pistol. Woody Marks swallowed up right away. Right there was Devin Eastern. Wow, how about that, Yogi? Alabama loses. Here's 2nd and 13. A lot of space out there for Woody Marks, who gets cut down by Kerry Brown out of the 10. It'll bring up 3rd down at about 8. Kerry Brown was slow to rise. The redshirt freshman was playing a big role today.
Timeout on the field.
3rd down here for USC on its 2nd possession. 7 to go in front of the student section. Aiden Gooseby, the safety, creeping near the line of scrimmage for Minnesota's defense. Moss goes to Kyron Hudson, incomplete. Coy Parrish, he was a weapon, had a huge return, 60 yards last week against Michigan to help set up what was nearly a dramatic comeback. The wind maybe kills this punt from Eddie Chapliski.
Flags opposite the press box side of the stadium are whipping out towards the closed end of the stadium. The flags on the open end are kind of blowing a different direction. It's almost swirling, as PJ Fleck kind of told us. The wind inside the stadium can change at the drop of a hat, so we kind of just got to keep following it.
2nd down at 7 for Minnesota after the Taylor run. And there is Spencer. And he's able to get the 1st down with the 2nd effort. He gets walloped eventually. Now here's Marcus Major with another 1st down.
But I think they're missing the impact of Gentry.
Injured last week. He's their leading tackler and their leading sacker. Now Brosmer's going to go under center on 1st down. Gives it to Taylor. Taylor makes 1, then 2, then 3. Man miss. And gets positive yardage to bring up 2nd down and 4. He's 3rd in the league with 10 touchdowns. Pardon me, 6 touchdowns so far this season. He's going to get it again. Huge hole. Breaks a tackle. And he's got a 1st down. How much does Bear Alexander's decision to redshirt factor in on the defensive line?
Well, there's so many layers to that, but clearly he was talented.
Brosmer steps up, and he dives forward inside the red zone.
Look at that check, and he loves this part. QB Max Brosmer.
A ton of freedom at the line of scrimmage for him. He's going to give to Major, and Jamil Mohammed spins him down.
And here on a 3rd down, you've got to throw the ball. See if SC goes man-to-man at the bottom of the screen against Spencer, who's had a heck of a game so far.
Eighth play of the drive coming up from Minnesota. Late clock is low.
He's got to decide, is it pressure, or does he think they're going to jump out and play zone?
PJ Fleck used the timeout. PJ Fleck was able to
There is no
prevent
foul
the
for delay of game. Charge timeout, Minnesota. Their first. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Ramsey getting the green dot today because Akili Arnold, who normally wears it while back, they don't know how much he's going to be able to play from injury. And so these two facing off here on 3rd and 7 in the red zone after Minnesota used the timeout. This is Taylor. Spins away from a man, gets pushed forward. This will bring up 4th down and 2.
I like the decision. First quarter, get the points, keep the positive momentum going. You're probably feeling good about your defense.
Dragan Kesic, 32 yards. He's had some uncharacteristic misses this year, mostly from deep. And on a windy night, he plays it perfectly, splits the uprights, and Minnesota's on the board. 2 possessions for the Trojans. The longest pass play in this game from either team is 10 yards. Moss is going to keep it. And he's on the move. And he throws incomplete. Goosby came up to knock it away from Deuce Robinson. And that's how the first quarter ends.
Wind a factor for you at all?
I think it's a factor for both teams, just depending on, you might get a little 10 to. We wanted to be able to get some points there before the wind flipped, and turned out that we did.
Loud again on 3rd down and 3. There's Marks running behind a block with his tight end, Kane Eldridge, and he's got the first down. A little bit banged up. Miller Moss with time gets hit at the last moment. On the pressure came Jayonte McMillan. Officials give that pass rusher 1 step after the ball is gone to legally hit the quarterback. And just as he did last week, Moss pops right back up. You see the numbers, though. Started hot. They've missed his last 4. Goes back to the ground. Woody Marks, 2nd down. Woody Marks into space. Moss throws it complete. First down, Kyron Hudson. 12 yards and into Minnesota territory. Back to the ground. Woody Marks splits the defense and gets another first down. Pick up a 12. Yogi, the explosive plays in this game have come on the ground.
Well, both of these teams, they know. They want to run the football and dictate terms in that regard, and it opens up everything else.
2 tight ends in the game. Moss steps up down the seam to Branch, and he just misses him.
We were down there in pregame. Miller Moss was trying all the types of throws, put a lot of air under it. It could go on you.
He gets hit more than anybody else in college football. 2nd long drive for USC. This is the 9th play upcoming. Their first drive ended with a missed field goal. Quick throw, Deuce Robinson. He's got a block from Makai Lemon, and he's able to get about 6 yards before Justin Wally is able to get there. 2 backs in the game for USC.
So good. Back and forth and back and forth.
Lincoln Riley and USC take a timeout. After the timeout, USC sets it up. 3rd down. They hand it off. Woody Marks. First down for the Trojans. Brian Jackson's first carry of the game, and he burrows forward for 2 yards. Jaw Joyner comes free because they're setting up the screen to Woody Marks. Another 3rd down on this drive. 3rd and 2 now. Pulled by Moss. There's Makai Lemon. And he stays on his feet. And Lemon gets very close to what should be a first down. Back to Woody Marks. And it's a short game. 9 carries in this game for Woody Marks, who stands beside Miller Moss, the back. Moss looking to throw. Pressure picked up. Deuce Robinson. He's got it. Touchdown, Trojans. Eddie Chaplinsky holding for Michael Lance, the former Gopher, and he makes the extra point. So first touchdown of the game goes the way of the Trojans. Flag down, our first of the game. And Daniel Jackson makes the catch. And he's still going near a first down. That is a first down if the play stands for Minnesota. And we will hear from Rod Snodgrass for the first time tonight.
Offside, defense, number 34. The penalties decline. The results of the play, first down.
Marcus Major, he jumps through the hole, and Marcus Major with another chunk run of 7 yards.
Trying to get in the static looks in for Minnesota. They want to change the picture as much as possible, see if the defense can react and dictate terms with that movement like they did with their running back on this snap.
Darius Taylor breaks into space. Flag down, Taylor down the sideline, and he finally gets pushed out of bounds. Minnesota the last 2 years, least penalized team in the nation.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 13, half the distance to the goal, first down.
Just 9 games is what it took him. Only one player in Minnesota history has gotten to 1,000 rushing yards quicker. Feed him again. Taylor taking his time, gets knocked back by Jalen Smith after a short gain. Couple of tight ends in the game. Here comes pressure. Brosmer, flag down, fade to Daniel Jackson. Another flag, Jacoby Covington in coverage. 2 penalties on this drive against USC.
There are 2 fouls on the defense. Offside. Defense number 14. That penalty is declined. Pass interference. Defense number 14. The ball be placed at the 2-yard line. First down.
Blessed tight end. Big bodies on the field for the Gophers. Here's Taylor in trouble. Easton Mascarenas-Arnold is there to drive him back with help from Nate Clifton. They were running it at 9 yards a carry before they got down into the red zone.
I think take a timeout here.
And they do. Lost to Jackson on their last play. Jackson's the receiver at the bottom. Brosmer looking that way. Throws it out to Christian Driver, and he is in. Brosmer with 2 tight ends behind him. And waiting for a signal. His teammates think he's in. There we go. 2 arms up, and the Gophers punch it in. Mark offered the hold, and Allen took up the snapper. And Minnesota makes it 10-7.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, the first 4 of the second half.
Play clock is low here for USC to start this drive. And it's a touch for Zachariah Branch, and Coy Parrish trips him up. USC missed a field goal on its first drive. It was a really productive drive before it ended in nothing. Here comes pressure. Moss steps into it, but he can't get it to Lane, and it's 3rd and 8. 5-man pressure. There's Makai Lemon. First down, USC out to the 45. They've converted 5 straight.
Yeah, and look, that is the dance, and that is the gamble.
USC with 2 timeouts in its pocket, plus the 2-minute timeout. This is Joyner. He picks up 8 yards. It has been steady all afternoon and into the evening. Joyner again. Joyner breaks a tackle. Joyner loses the football. It's loose. Scramble for it. And Minnesota says they have it, and they do. And they've held USC to just 7 points. And now they take over 151 and a timeout. And Darius Taylor with a good start. Yogi, this is where they thrived last week against Michigan in the second half when they had to go to tempo. Those were 4 of 5 passing in this game. They've run the ball at such a huge clip. Taylor gets stopped shy of the line to gain, so the clock keeps running. In the formation, Brosmer on 3rd and 1, sneak, and a flag comes down. He's getting marked on the near side like it's a first down.
Offside. Defense number 10 lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. First down.
You're in your bag right now. You know your menus of plays with 105.
Back to Darius Taylor. Taylor breaks through a tackle. and churns forward for a pickup of 5 yards. We're under a minute now. Not afraid to try from well beyond 50. Brosmer, there's the running back Taylor. First down, and ball comes out, and USC has recovered it. Nate Clifton in pursuit, tracks it down. Three-man rush, pressure, Moss gets it down, one-handed catch. Woody Marks, he's racing for the sideline, and he gets there. Ideal play for USC. Trying to prepare on the sideline, set up a screen again. Zachariah Branch, Corey Parrish comes up to make the tackle, and Lincoln Riley's going to use his last time out. Wants to throw, pressure, he gets away from it. On the move, looking, fires, and out of bounds was Zachariah Branch, 5 seconds. So now Michael Lance, he's missed from 47. This is a 49-yard attempt. Transferred into USC from Georgia Southern, but started his career here at Minnesota. On a windy night, he gets it away, and he drills it, and he ties the game with 3 seconds remaining, but a timeout was taken, did not count. Minnesota used a timeout. Wow, this would be a career long for him. Back in the place where it all started. And flags.
Ball start. Offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty. Or down.
Hank Pepper to snap it. Eddie Czaplinski to hold it. The wind swirling. And Lance did it again. He overcomes the timeout and the penalty.
The end of the first half.
54-yarder to tie this game at the half. Michael Lance just hit a career-long 54-yarder before halftime to tie the game. He's kicking it away here to Coy Parrish. He's going to let it fly for a touchback.
Yeah, and I think the big thing for really both teams, you cannot have self-inflicted negatives. Penalties, things of that nature might dictate the outcome of this game.
Brosmer sets up the screen. He's got it to Marcus Major. Another running back reception and another big play. And Major's out to midfield.
The pass game, however you get to, it's going to have to be a factor for both of these teams, but specifically Minnesota. Less than 40 yards thrown in the first half.
It's poetic. The longest pass play of the game was that for either team, 25 yards, and it came on a screen. Now here's Darius Taylor, his first touch of the second half. And he gets tackled down by Easton Mascarenas-Arnold. Second down and 8 in USC territory. Back to Major. And Major gets swallowed up. Nate Clifton with it. 21 points in the fourth quarter for Minnesota's offense last week. 28 unanswered for USC's offense last week in the second half. Here's Brosmer to throw. Third and long and through the hands of Daniel Jackson. Greedy Vance in coverage. Zachariah Branch. This would be a great moment for USC to get him to get free. They've not done much in the punt return game this year. They won't do anything here. That checks up beautifully from Mark Crawford, and it's down at the 9-yard line. The defense did its part, forced the punt. And here's Woody Marks back to work. And another healthy gain, 6 yards. There's been chunk play after chunk play on the ground. Moss wants to throw, and he steps it up to Kyron Hudson. And Hudson's able to get across, well, just to the 30-yard line before the tackle from Newsby, but a pick up 15.
Veteran throw there.
USC's had some long drives tonight. A couple first half drives that were double digits in play length. And Marks with another good gain, 6 yards. Yeah, it felt like those Minnesota edges were just teeing off near the end of the first half. Play action, Moss. Pocket closes out. So we emergencies it out to Woody Marks, who gets the first down. before McMillan upends him. And he's been all over the backfield. We're at 17. And right over the ball right now defensively. And here's Marks. Breaks away from Lindenberg, but then Luke Finnessy comes over for a 3-yard stop. So all 3 timeouts still for Minnesota. Miller Moss to throw on 2nd down. A dive to Deuce Robinson, who holds on, pops up, and says 1st down. Moss, there's Branch. He's got a couple blocks. Breaks away from 1 man and spins forward for 7 yards. He has 136 passing yards so far tonight, the most against this Minnesota defense this season. They entered number 1 in the country. Here's Woody Marks putting the shoulder down and getting the 1st down. Well, you saw it with Deuce Robinson on this drive. You saw it with Jacoby Lane last week as well. Quick pass again. Kyron Hudson gets a block out in front, and he gets down inside the 20. A pickup of 7 yards. 2nd down and short. Miller Moss started the game 5-5. He's hit his last 5. Woody Marks back to the ground. Huge hole. Woody Marks cuts it out, and he gets down inside the 5-yard line. The 3rd drive of the night for USC of at least 11 plays. Joey Olsen, the tight end, has come in to play fullback, and Miller Moss tries to sneak in and gets tied up. Jumbo offensive line here for USC.
73 is playing as 95.
Miller Moss shifts out to the top. Direct snap, Woody Marks. And Woody Marks is in! Touchdown, Southern California. Lance with the point after. 12 plays. They had 7 running plays. Parrish wants to return. He's tapping his chest, saying, "Give me a chance." And then he only gets out to about the 18-yard line. He had a 10-catch game last week. Career high for him. Most catches by a running back in the PJ Fleck era. That was a loss to Minnesota. Today's done it on the ground. There's Elijah Spencer with his 2nd catch and a solid gain on 1st down. They're lined up against each other, top of the screen. Jalen Smith and Daniel Jackson. With Brosmer under center. Taylor, not much there. Keeps it churning. It'll bring up 3rd down and a 1-yard or so.
He loves the preparation that goes into these moments, understanding the looks that he's getting and how to deal against them.
Back to Taylor, and a 1st down.
One thing I've been impressed with is how Minnesota has handled Anthony Lucas. They were really worried about USC number 6 in right, his physical presence. But right now, he hasn't really got close.
No, but Devin Tompkins gets there. Lucas was blocked, and Tompkins comes in for the sack.
Well, just mixing up looks, right? Trying to find a way to get into the head of Max Brosmer, and then trying to find a way to continue to stout against the run, obviously.
Here's Taylor, and Taylor takes that catch, gets a block out in front, and he's going to make this 3rd down and short, a pickup of 12 yards.
And they'll give him 3 plays at the line of scrimmage at times.
He goes back to Taylor, and he gets stood up and stopped, and now it's 4th down and 2.
This is situational time here. You're going to get it, I think, at least 2 more possessions. Can you try to pin USC deep? You've had so much success in the punt game thus far tonight.
Minnesota races to the line. The play clock was low, and PJ Fleck uses his first timeout. After the timeout, 4th down and 2 here. They take the punt team off. They bring Marcus Major on. He's going to keep it on the Wildcat, and this is going to be razor thin.
Well, you wondered at the break, was it worth calling that timeout? It is if you get the 1st down here.
You can see in the background there where the stick was, just shy of the 44. You want to call it, Yogi? Did he get it? Make a pick.
Yeah, why not? Let's be optimistic tonight. Let's see. For Minnesota. There we go. The crowd goes wild.
What a big decision by P.J. Fleck.
Beavers in the backfield, and you're thinking he makes a huge stop on 4th down, momentum swing. They get it by about 4 inches.
And Rhett was talking about Marcus Major and Darius Taylor on the field together. They were just in the backfield. It's the 5th time, or the 4th time this year that they've used Darius Taylor in the Wildcat, and that extends this drive. Brosmer, play action, and he's going to get it down to Taylor. And Yogi, he loves getting it down to Taylor, and he gets 8 yards.
People direct protections away from the running back just to get Darius Taylor out into the route like they did right there. Did that back in his time at New Hampshire, where he got his old running back Dylan Lobby 68 receptions last year.
Quickly out to Major again. This is a 1st down. Here comes Taylor in motion. And he'll get beside and behind. Now play action. Brosmer lets it fly. Brosmer into coverage. Daniel Jackson battling with Jalen Smith. No flags. Smith has played a good game tonight.
He's had a heck of a season, right? This is a guy who played a lot of that nickel slot defender, that safety down in the box. They play that corner spot. He's owned 1/2 of the field for USC. The other half has battled all year long. And it's interesting, too, because we're seeing some backups in the secondary playing. Carlos Nicholson is in. We have not seen Akili Arnold this half either.
Arnold didn't play last week. We didn't know how many snaps we'd see him for tonight for USC. Back to the ground. Darius Taylor, and Anthony Lucas rides him down after a pickup of 4. And that should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 8 for the Gophers. USC backs out the pressure and bats away. A screen incomplete. Galvin Meyer, the transfer from Wyoming, with a huge stop. And so now Crawford on the punt to the very dangerous Zachariah Branch. Crawford sits it down at the 10, and it's down perfectly by the coverage team. In the open end of the end zone, Miller Moss throws, batted and incomplete. What an environment for a matchup between the two teams. Very different personnel that played in the national title last year. Great amount of crowd noise here on 2nd down and 10, and Woody Marks delivers a blow, gets out to the 24, a pickup of 20.
This is all about management, right? Still 14 minutes, a ton of time. Lincoln Riley knows that, knows time to score.
Miller Moss taking his time. He wanted the ball, didn't get it. A flag comes in. It's a
Delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
Minnesota, without a penalty tonight, under P.J. Fleck, they're always one of the best teams in the nation. They've been penalized a lot more than usual this year, but tonight, perfect in that category so far. Woody Marks again, nicely blocked. It's attached. Woody Marks gets a lot of it back, and that'll make it 2nd down and 2. 19 passes completed for Moss. 17 carries for Woody Marks. And now a quick throw. This is Kyle Ford, and he breaks the tackle and then gets popped out of bounds, but a 1st down for USC. Woody Marks stays in the game. He's been a beast tonight. And now he's going to take another handoff. A flag comes in. With the Statue of Liberty. Check on this penalty. A version of it.
Personal foul, illegal helmet contact, hands to the face, defense, number 8, 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
First penalty against Minnesota. So 1st and 10. USC kind of taking the crowd out of this game right now. Back to Marks. And he gets 5 yards on 1st down. Marks already has 10 carries in the 2nd half. So more than the 9 that he had in the 1st. Feed him again. And he gets stood up.
You got to decide here. If you're Minnesota, you want to bring pressure, play man coverage, that's what it looks like.
Lance hit a 54-yarder to USC's kicker at the end of the 1st half. Three-man pressure. Joyner off the edge, and he gets it! And it's picked off! Devin Williams with the interception. They allowed 38 pressures the last 2 weeks, one of the most in the nation. Now Brosmer sets it up to throw it back. Taylor still on his feet with an escort out into USC territory.
Yeah, the running back room has been phenomenal tonight for Minnesota.
Give it back to him. Taylor, patient, cutback, big one. Taylor out inside the 30, breaks another one, and he gets down inside the 25, 19 yards. Brosmer, quick throw. He gets it out to Daniel Jackson. Nice block from Lemeki Brockington. The flag comes in, so maybe it wasn't that nice. Result of the play is a first down.
Yeah, I think it's the result of the penalty. It's got to be a penalty. You're right, guy. Started off great. You got to learn to let go when you feel that DB pulling away from you.
Holding. Offense, number 0, 10-yard penalty, first down.
So now it's first down and 15. Brosmer, blitz coming, and he gets it off his first completion to the tight end tonight. That is Jamison Gears. Pick up of 5 yards. Will bring up 2nd and 10.
You're thinking if you're Minnesota, not necessarily 3 here. You got to find a way to move the ball down the field. This receiving corps have not called their name very often.
Daniel Jackson, Elijah Spencer, Lemeki Brockington. Those are the receivers on the field right now for Minnesota. Brosmer is going for Jackson. Sideline. Jalen Smith almost picked it up, but a flag comes in.
I mean, this was such a competitive rep.
Interference. Defense, number 2, 15-yard penalty, first down.
It's a judgment call. It's a tough call. But I've loved that battle between Jalen Smith and Daniel Jackson all game long.
Oh, it has been a big one tonight. Brosmer, here's Marcus Major, jump cut, hits a wall and then bounces forward. It gets pulled forward. The help of Nick Callerup, the tight end, a pickup of 5 yards. It's still Major in the game, the running back. Brosmer keeps it! Minnesota scores! And now Dragan Kesic on to try and tie it. And he does. Zachariah Branch for the third pass signal.
You sign at USC, you're a household name. When you start, you're a Heisman candidate. Look, I get it's early October, but this is a moment.
Miller Morris on first down, pressured into a throw.
We got a flag.
Intentional grounding. Offense, number 7, was outside the pocket, but the ball did not get back to the line of scrimmage.
So it's a loss on that penalty, about 9 yards. It's 2nd and 19. Moss steps up, ball tip, it's caught. Kyron Hudson. Woody Marks has had a big night. He stands beside Moss. Helps pick up the pressure. Moss throws incomplete. Justin Wally in coverage of Jacoby Lane. And now it's 4th down, and here comes the punt team.
To me, I didn't see any contact there, and you see the impact that Wally has had after missing the last couple games.
10 catches last week for Lane, just 2 tonight against the #1 pass defense in the country. Boyd Parrish sent back by Czaplinski. He's going to try and make something out of this, but he could not. He gets spun back, flag comes in. Easton Mascarenas Arnold celebrating the play.
Personal foul. Kicking team, number 4, unnecessary roughness, 15-yard penalty, first down.
We're back in a moment. So it's 15 yards, and it takes Minnesota out to the 25. Tie game after USC's second 3-and-out of the night. Brosmer throws, and it's brought down. Lemecki Brockington. First throw and catch of 15 air yards or more for Minnesota tonight. Brosmer steps up, got some space, gets a block from Taylor, and gets out to a first down. So this is second down and less than a yard.
Tick, 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 tick on the clock.
PJ Flex favoring sounds. Here's Darius Taylor, first down. PJ Fleck tells us, my confidence has not wavered in Jordan Kesich. Will it come down to him? Under 4.5. Brosmer complete. Daniel Jackson and another first down. Brosmer, a quarterback who's 6 behind his offensive coordinator, Greg Harbaugh, in offensive staff meetings. That's how involved he is. Here's Marcus Major, fresh legs to the sideline, and he gets close. He won't quite get there, but close to another first down. Will be second and short.
But wonder, Eric Gentry missing that guy in the middle who's led the team and tied at the top of the Big Ten in tackles for loss.
So now second down and 2. Couple of tight ends in the game. Darius Taylor feeding him again. Cuts it back. And Taylor's very near a first down. Darius Taylor dancing. Taylor gets down inside the 10. And it'll be second down and a very short one. Second down and 1. 2 tight ends. Tie game. Darius Taylor's carried the low all night. And he picks up the first down. Darius Taylor, the running back. It's been his night. Let's go on to him. He gets the carry here, and he gets stopped, and Lincoln Riley's going to take a timeout. Brosmer gives back Darius Taylor. He gets hit. He stays on his feet. He reaches, and he's short. And it's third down and less than a yard. 5 offensive linemen, 2 tight ends, Brockington and Jackson. The tight ends are going to line up behind Brosmer with Taylor behind him. Third down and goal. Brosmer, sneak, waiting. And is he short? Good luck figuring this one out. The officials say yes, he's short.
Only 5 old linemen. He's saying, look, fourth and goal. We get an inch.
You asked if they'd go for it, Yogi. Tush push again. Brosmer. They push him in! And USC says no. Waiting for a signal. Waiting. And he's marked short. Whoa.
It looked in from up here.
USC comes out of the pile with the football as well. Kobe Pepe.
How about that? Is this not the greatest sport on planet
Going
Earth?
on the field, the runner short of the goal line. First down, USC. Previous play is under further review.
They just showed the replay in the stadium.
After review, it is a touchdown.
Minnesota takes the lead. Now Kesich on to try and make it a 7-point game. He could have just kicked the field goal, Yogi. He's under a minute away from knocking off number 11 USC. After Minnesota scores the touchdown, no timeouts for USC. And 56 seconds. Everybody on their feet. Moss steps into pressure and somehow gets out of there.
You've got to force decisions like quarterback Miller Moss.
4-man pressure. Moss steps up and Wiley knocks it away from Lane. Check on this penalty.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense for simulating brandishing a weapon. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Instead of 3rd and 10, it's 1st and 10, and out to the 40-yard line. Moss steps up, and he connects. Deuce Robinson, first down. Empty backfield. Moss On the move to his right, and that's broken up by Wally. 5 wide for the Trojans. Moss, pressure, throws it, and it's knocked away. Wally and Lane doing battle again. It was Smith with the pressure, and now it's 3rd down. Moss, here's Makai Levin. Levin's in space. 1st down, looking for the sideline, and he jumps out.
15 seconds. Miller Moss has to manage the clock, guy. Ball needs to be out.
No timeouts for the Trojans. Moss to the end zone. Intercepted. Coy Parrish. He's the guy that led the DBs out from the tunnel today. And now he's 9 seconds away from this. Well, Minnesota believed. They believed they could beat number 11 USC. And they just did. What a party here in Minneapolis.
You described the effort it took to get this done tonight.
One, best fans in the country. Sell out 2 times in a row. They kept in it the whole game, stayed with us. I told you, we're the best 2 and 3 team in the country. I'm telling you, our team has resolved through so much and been resilient. I couldn't be more proud of them.
Go Gophers. I got a feeling we're going to be hearing that a lot tonight.
Well, Max, your first scene like this as a Minnesota Golden Gopher, what does this feel like?
It's absolutely perfect.
How about the trust from your coach to put the ball in your hands on 4th and goal down there by the goal line?
The trust was all on the offensive line. They decided to put the team on their backs. They wear that with pride. That's how they pushed it in right there at the end.
What were you thinking in your